Hello and welcome guys, my name is Paz and I'm going to show you a small basic tutorial about CS2D. Um, Basically we are going to talk about aiming, movement, grenades and snipers. Um, I'm going to talk about the basics, nothing big, so you can have an understanding of what the game is and what the first baby steps you need to do to become a pro CS2D player. So stay tuned and let's start. Okay guys, we'll start with the aiming basic tutorial. Basically, aiming is a very important factor in the game. So first off, what you need to know is that you control your green cursor with your mouse. So you always want to fire to the enemies where your green cursor is. So make sure you are always facing in the right direction. Okay, when hitting enemies and to cover up spots, secondly, to hit your opponents, um, you have to put your green cursor above them or behind them in a direct line. I will add them some bots to show you. Um, so basically, they will come from up here, and I will show you the direct line and where to move your cursor. See, I don't really need to put the cursor above them. I just need to make a direct line into them. So um, I suggest you put right behind them. Okay, so this basically is all about the aiming. Okay, guys, I'm going to talk about movement now, and what I'm going to show you is what we call dodging or strafing, which is the ability to move and to try and dodge your enemy's bullets, which is a skill really hard to master. Um, so, as you know, you can always sit and shoot to wherever an enemy you want and see. Um, but just now you are just like me. You are a sitting duck. So any enemy will lock a cursor on you and shoot you to death. So what you want to do is move as much as you can while trying to lock the direct line of fire into your enemy. Okay. I'm going to show you in this little box. Okay, so what you want to do is fire as much as you can. Okay, trying to lock your aim on the box. Okay, so this is strafing and dodging. It's a really hard to master skill. So um, just try it on bots, and you'll get it. Okay, guys, we have four types of grenades. Being the first one, the EG, which is a damaging grenade. Next up, we have the flashbang, totally blinds you if he hits you, or if you're in line of sight of the grenade. So to dodge that, you just have to throw one and just hide behind an obstacle or a wall. Um, you have the smoke grenades, which is pretty simple, okay? It just creates smoke, and you can't see past the smoke wall that rises up. So next up, it's the flare. So we have fog of war on. So if you toss it on the fog of war, you are able to see around the flare. So they are pretty useful in game. So how do you throw nades? Well, you know that the travel distance the grenade will make is proportional to the distance the cursor is from you. So if you wanna go for a long throw, you just have to put your cursor just far away from you as much as you can. Okay, you see, or you can make a small throw, which obviously you have to put the cursor near you. So you have to put into account that the grenades bounce on objects. Okay, so imagine that I'm covering these spots and there's an enemy there, right there on my green cursor is. I can um, throw it to the wall and let it bounce on the wall and hit my enemy. So I can make it just like this. You will learn in time how to what's the best spots to throw nades and what's the best walls or objects to bounce off your nades. Okay, so I'm going to add a little info about snipers because many of the new players they don't really know how to use them properly, how to one-shot kill enemy players. So I'm going to show you how. Going to use the op, which is pretty famous. So if you press your Q, which is the weapon special function, you will open up the scope and you can scope it 2 times, so one more, and well, the image broadens down, but the damage goes way up. So basically, if you shoot an enemy with a no scope shot, you will do around 50 damage, and if you scope it 1 time, you'll do pretty much like 70s. And if you 70s, 80s, and if you scope it 2 times and you hit the enemy, um, you one shot him down. So um, this is basically how to use a sniper, and that's it. Okay, guys, this is it for the CS2D basic tutorial. If you have any questions, any doubts, you can send a private message or you can ask in game to any pro player. They will definitely answer it. Um, you can always introduce yourself to the CS2D community at the PCS project. I will leave the link below. So have fun. I know it can be a little frustrating at first because it's a really hard game to master, but I'm sure you'll get it and I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun.